Hello everyone. Welcome back to your channel, Cute Kittens and Puppies. James. He lived on the streets and became a millionaire thanks to a cat. The story of James Bowen and Bob is a living testament to how small acts of kindness can trigger big changes. James, a young man who had fallen into homelessness and struggled with drug addiction, was going through one of the most difficult times of his life. He was living on the streets of London, playing his guitar to make a living, but with no clear purpose to motivate him. Isolated and hopeless, James was trapped in a dark cycle that he could not escape. One afternoon, as he returned to his little corner where he slept, he found a stray cat wandering the streets. The animal was in bad shape, looked sick, and had a visible wound on one of its paws. Despite the difficulties James was facing in his own life, he could not ignore the cat. He felt immediate empathy for the feline and, without hesitation, decided to help him. Although he had few resources, James used what little he had to heal the cat, bringing it to his corner where he slept, and feeding it. What James did not know at the time was that this small act would change his life forever. The cat, whom he named Bob, not only recovered quickly, but also began following James everywhere. Bob soon became a constant presence in James's life, accompanying him as he played music on the streets. The relationship between the two caught the attention of passers-by. It was not common to see a cat walking alongside its owner, let alone in an environment as noisy and chaotic as central London. Bob's presence began to attract more people to James. People who previously passed by now stopped to look at the curious cat and its owner. Little by little, James began to earn more money thanks to Bob, which allowed him to improve his situation. However, the biggest impact Bob had on James's life was not just financial. Caring for Bob gave James a sense of responsibility he had not had in a long time. The cat depended on him, forcing him to rethink his life and make healthier choices. Before meeting Bob, James had been struggling with drug addiction, but the need to care for his feline friend gave him the strength to seek treatment and leave substances behind. In his own words, Bob saved his life. The relationship between James and Bob was something unique, and it did not go unnoticed by those watching them. Soon, a local writer became interested in his story and proposed that he write a book about his life with Bob. The book A Stray Cat Named Bob was published in 2012, and was an immediate success. The story of how James, a young boy on the streets, was saved by a stray cat, touched thousands of people around the world. The account was not only emotional, but also showed the transformative power of empathy and friendship. James's life changed dramatically after the book was published. What began as a small story of a man and his cat became a worldwide phenomenon. The success of the book led to the creation of more books, and even a film adaptation in 2016. The film, which bears the same name as the book, told the incredible story of James and Bob, and allowed even more people to learn about their story. Through his popularity, James was not only able to stabilize himself financially, but also share his message of hope and overcoming with the world. One of the reasons James and Bob's story resonated so much with audiences is because it shows how, even in the darkest of times, one act of kindness can make a huge difference. James could have ignored the cat that day, but he decided to help him, and that decision changed the course of his life. Bob, for his part, found a home and a friend who cared for him in his time of need. This mutually supportive relationship is what makes the story so moving. Please, subscribe. Bob's impact on James's life was profound. Not only did he help him make more money and overcome his addiction, but he also taught him valuable lessons about responsibility, empathy, and friendship. Over the years, James has shared in several interviews how caring for Bob gave him a reason to get up each day and keep going. In many ways, Bob was the catalyst that allowed James to leave his life on the streets behind and start a new chapter. Today, James and Bob's story continues to inspire people around the world. It is a reminder that it is never too late to change, and that even in the most difficult times, there is always a chance to find a way out. The friendship between a man and his cat proved that second chances are possible, and that sometimes, all we need to turn our lives around is a little love and companionship. James Bowen went from being a hopeless, aimless young man to becoming a successful author and an inspiration to many. Thanks to Bob, he found a new purpose in life and was able to share his story with the world. Although life was not easy for him, Bob's arrival marked the beginning of a new chapter full of hope and possibility. What began as a chance meeting between a man and a stray cat became a story of friendship, overcoming, and success that continues to touch hearts around the world. James and Bob teaches us that miracles can happen in the most unexpected moments, and that we all deserve a second chance to rediscover life with new eyes. Their relationship is a testament to the importance of empathy and how even the smallest acts can have a lasting, positive impact. Bob wasn't just a cat to James, he was his savior, his companion, and his unconditional friend. And together, they proved that no matter how hard life gets, there's always room for hope and redemption. The story of James Bowen and his cat Bob is a heartwarming account of how a homeless young man struggling with addiction found a new opportunity thanks to a stray cat. James rescued Bob from the streets, and in the process, the two formed a bond that changed their lives forever. With Bob's company, James managed to overcome his addiction, gain financial stability, and share his story with the world through a best-selling book. This story shows the transformative power of friendship and empathy. If you have any questions or would like to delve deeper into any other aspect of cat behavior or care, do not hesitate to ask. We are here to help you. If you think this information could benefit someone else, share it with your friends or on your social networks. Sharing is supportive and helps us reach more people. Thanks for watching and listening. Please subscribe to your channel. Believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams.